Oh, we can have mirrors here. Okay, I'm live. Welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. Just got to the gym and decided just to fire it up right away instead of waiting. I'm live. There we go. Well, thanks for joining in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on that. Today is the day to do some military presses. So, yep, that'll work good. I'm basically going to start with the bar just to get warmed up. And then we'll continue to add weight as I get the joints moving. Sometimes just the weirdest tweak can kind of make things interesting. Alrighty, so we're getting the blood moving. So I kind of tweaked here and I feel a little kind of soreness there. I don't know what it's from. Hopefully I'll be able to work right through it. Maybe work it out. Like a sharp nerve pain. But sometimes that can just be the way the muscle is pressing against a nerve, against the bone. Yeah, that could be it. I'm not sure, but I feel right in there. Strange. When I'm doing overhead presses, I do use clamps. And I'd like to use the same type. I'm gonna go see if I can find the right clamps. Not enough to worry. All right. So I am back. We're getting all warmed up. Doing a bit. How we doing? I am doing all day. I got a little nerve pain in the shoulder, just right here. I think I just got a muscle pinching a nerve. So I just gotta. I think I can work it out. I think once I get enough reps in, it should go away, or I'll just ignore it. It's the old mind over matter. I don't mind, and it don't matter. Thanks for hopping in. Doing
Put some weight on there for crying out
I
loud.
gotta warm up. Gotta come at this
Warm up.
easy.
want me to grab them hundreds? Put them on there?
Go for it.
Yeah, right.
Now watch.
I couldn't lift one of the bastards up anymore.
Man's got those limitations. Let me see what I got going on here. Anything? My pillow. So, those who've been following me for a while. Hey, Randy, how you doing? So, I think we're gonna get in the 30s today. Gonna be a heat wave. Let's see what the current temperature is. Oh my goodness. Look at this. 34 degrees. It's gonna be a high of 42. It'll be way too warm. So 95. Next one will go up to be 115. I'll just slowly keep increasing the weight. Last week I went up to 230. We'll see how this week feels. You always got to kind of play it by ear. So Randy, you're in here, did would be in the 50s, yeah. So pretty close. Did John at Prepper Nation say he was going to be off for the week? Did he say that and I missed it? So I've noticed that he hasn't had a live yet. And I checked Rumble. And he didn't have any. I was in jail yet. Pretty good.
I'll help you out, man.
I'm trying to lose it.
Oh, you can say that's all the muscle you put on that stuff on there.
Oh, I think that
Most of the muscle for me.
I'm definitely trying to be.
There's some insulation there too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got some winter time.
It's winter, gotcha. So he's probably taking some time with the family. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, till the second. Okay, good. All right. And I figured that was probably the case. Because a lot of times when I'm listening to him, it's at work, so I can't really listen. I got 115. That'll be my next set. It didn't get warm, so I did shed some of my fur. So I trimmed it down a little bit. I had chunks of hair that long just flying off there. It was a lot thicker than I thought. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Well, this warmer weather, I might try to sneak at the high school maybe tomorrow and do some throws. Won't do many, I'm sure, because it'll probably be kind of muddy, but I want to make sure I still got that release going. And then I've got to get registered for it. So yeah, in July will be nationals. We can run for that. Oh, 115. We got it all set up for you. Yeah, curls.
Yeah. 150.
Just 115. It's lightweight.
How much?
115.
Oh, 115.
Yeah, it's lightweight. It's warm.
Yeah.
Gotta get the blood flowing in there.
I don't
Before you go
know,
for the
they
heavier
lift
weights.
100 something anymore.
Yeah, you lift what you can lift.
Yeah,
It's not about how much, it's about the form.
yeah, that's what they say, yeah. And I believe them, but
I seen a guy on Instagram, he had his 13-year-old nephew
yeah.
benching 315.
Oh, wow.
Well, the kid, granted, kid's strong, but he arched and lifted his butt off the bench a good foot.
Oh,
So what he did is he turned the flex bench into a decline bench.
okay.
So he's like this, so here's this range of motion. Instead of being this range of motion,
Yeah, because when you're lifting, you're supposed to touch the bar of your chest, aren't
it's supposed to, your butt's supposed to be on the ground,
you?
on the bench.
Yeah,
So he, and his uncle's all proud. And I said, well, a lot of people were just being jerks about the lift. It was a bad lift.
yeah,
I said, listen, teach them form before the weight.
yeah.
I said, it's good that you both are spending time together. But I see too many fathers allow their kids to have poor form to thinking they have to feed into their ego about the weight.
Yeah, well, that's why I walk by and hear guys talking, that young kid that comes in here all the time, and he's all about form. Yeah, I don't even know his name, but, and then he says he reads something about weightlifting and bodybuilding every day, he kind of studies.
Right.
And, yeah,
Yeah, form over weight.
yeah.
The form will keep you from getting hurt. If your form is suffering, you have too much weight.
Okay.
That's what I tell people. I said, if you have to have poor form to push that weight, take the weight off. I had Ryan's younger brother was in here, and he's 26 years old, and he's doing half reps. So I asked him, I said, well, what muscle are you exercising? He goes, chest. I said, you're not. You got the triceps,
Oh, okay.
because you're only doing this. That's just triceps. There's no,
Oh, okay. So you gotta get it down before you're actually
Yeah.
working it.
down here is where the pecs go in here. Up here, it goes to your triceps.
Oh, okay.
But he goes, well, I got bad shoulders. I said, you're 26 years old. Well, it's because of my shoulders. And he had like 185 on there. I said, well, can you bench the bar all the way? He goes, yeah. Can you bench 95 all the way? Well, yeah. So it's not the shoulders, it's the weight.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want to listen to me though. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
aliens trying to communicate with me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay.
He might be in later. He has Michael at the body beat down. So sometimes he comes in later. I'm watching the live stream because it locks up on him while it's live, but if it's not live, then he's okay. I don't know. So, shout out to one of my sponsors, Apex Nutrition in Shorewood, Illinois. ApexNutritionLLC.com. MacBean 15 will get you a 15% discount. You do purchase from, please use that. It'll track that. I'm actually getting out to some people. Marcus Rule, how are we doing? Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Welcome to Sky Fitness. We're doing military presses today. Warmed up the bar. I did 95, did 115. I got 135 up there now. And we'll continue to keep adding weight until I can't press it anymore. Always seems to be a good way to do it. There we go. Let's get the other camera set up here. So when we last left our heroes, I was looking at okay, that looks good. That seems to catch it pretty good. So it's militaries. We're warming up still. We'll see how it goes. But I'm getting a lot of emails of these people wanting to advertise on my channel. And I was wondering about if that was, first of all, if it was a legit, and if it was a good thing. So yesterday I talked to my coworker. He's more into the electronics and games and that. And we started looking at all these offers. And we looked at the email it was coming from. And all the emails were coming from, we figured Czechoslovakia because it was CZ. So no matter if it was there was like 4 different companies that were trying to get my business. And then the one had responded where he wanted me to actually download a program onto my Windows computer. And he specified a Windows computer, not a Google Chromebook, not an Apple computer, but a Windows. So that was the final red flag. So I will not be doing those commercials because I do believe it's spam. Not only is spam, but it's probably trying to get into my computer and get my personal information. So I'll start blocking those. That's all I got to say. So I'm almost 100% sure that it's not legit, so I'm not doing it. Generally, my sponsors are people I've met face to face. I have Jamie's Outpost in Utica, Illinois. Very, very fun place to go for food, drinks, dancing, live music. And they do have a gift shop, all sorts of goodies. So if you're ever in Utica, Illinois, Jamie's Outpost is definitely a place to go to. Apex Nutrition, Shoulder Fitness, Cutco Knives. See my buddy Lucky O'Day at cutco.com. I really like the knives. I think they're well worth the money spent. And Operation 1620 from the Benefit Veterans Network. Basically, we try to get veterans off alcohol and opioids. And we've had quite a bit of. So there we go. Got 135. All right, military press day, got 135. I have warmed up to this. We'll knock it out for a few and then we'll head away. Because I'm going for raw strength, I'm not doing a lot of reps. I'm saving that energy for the heavy lifts. So it's the time to the free weights. So off with the 10s. $25 on there. And a 5. And that'll make it 155. And now we're going.
Pretty good.
It's gonna be a heat wave out there.
Heat wave.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 42 degrees.
Good. It needs to melt that snow.
Yeah, well, that makes it mud. I'd rather the snow stay there. And just stay right around 30 degrees. That'd be perfect.
The nice thing about the winter though is you ain't got to mow.
Right, you'll
You
have
gotta
more
worry
grass.
about that.
Well,
Because I can't leave my grass. My mom will be all over my case.
yeah,
She'll come over and say, "You mow the grass."
especially in spring. In the spring, it do take off. So, from 135, the bar's 45. I've got 100, that's 145, and 155. I got 155 on there. All righty. Yeah, gonna be in the 50s. Gonna be in the 50s here tomorrow. It's good that you're not doing that with the family. Because right now it's just the missus and I, and she's going to meet me for a lunch after we get done with the gym. You got all these gift cards for a eatery here, Main Street Market. And it's about time we start using them. So 155. Then generally from 155, I shoot up to 185, which is my 18 strength for first edition AD&D for us nerds. If they still do that these days.
What, D&D?
Yep.
Oh yeah. They do that. They hold entire tournaments and stuff. There's a place in Ottawa.
Okay.
It's called Oaknet Gaming. It's mainly like vintage video games and stuff. They hold tournaments there and stuff. At least they used to. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah, I think I know the place you're talking about. I think I already bought some dice there.
It's like attached to a church.
What's funny is, so I got introduced to it in 1981. And I still play it from time to time. A buddy of mine in the service would do it over the phone. But, the kids obviously learned from me. They had all the books. And then there was a guy that was trying to impress my oldest daughter. And he, same class, he called her and goes, listen, I got this new game. You want to come over and play in that? She goes, yeah, what do you need? Any books? I got the Monster Manual. I got the...
Yeah.
It totally ruined his day.
As far as history shows, D&D's never impressed girls very well.
Well, she plays D&D. Both my daughters do.
D&D was like the first thing that kind of started the whole dungeon crawler thing, Like there's a lot of video games now that are dungeon crawler, like Diablo.
Yeah. Well, what it is, it kept me out of the bar when I was in Korea.
Yeah.
So it was more fun.
Helps you use your imagination.
I had plenty of that. There we go. Just stopped in when I saw the notice. You got to get doing other things. Bow. All right. Randy, thanks for. 155. I'll knock it out for a few, and then we'll add more weight. I got the 135 warm up. Now we jumped up to 155. And let's add some weight. Pop it up to 185. That's when it gets to be pretty good weight. Start feeling it. Yeah, my youngest daughter, she actually drew her character and sent it to me. Whereas I still play first edition.
Yeah,
But we borrow some from third and fourth. Some of the stuff I think is cool, we'll borrow it.
Cool thing about that game is, when you're using imagination, you can just go as deep with it as you want. You can make up all the characters, you can make the quest and all that.
We run campaigns and
I've never done it, but my dad loves it. He talks
oh
about it all
god, we
the
did
time.
campaigns where we run a character for about a year and a half before we retire. Then it gets to the point where the character's at such a level, it's almost like your games.
Yeah.
Either you're going to run into something where it's whoever wins initiative wins. By that time it's okay. We put them as an NPC. They get into the political spectrum, and then you start with a new character because you got that first level fear of death. All righty. I was hoping Miss Worm would pop in here. I thought the title might have. Then I got her going here. Hey, Alan, how we doing? Monty Python, amazing show. Yep. I love the movies. My all-time favorite is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Then after that is Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. And then The Life of Brian, I'll probably have to watch again. I think the first time I watched it, I was too young to understand some of the humor. And I think I would understand more of it now. So I'll probably go out and get that one to rewatch it. Yeah, first time I didn't care much for it when I was young, and I just don't think I understood some of the political jokes. Where now, I would definitely understand them. Yeah, when I do this weight, this is your 18 strength. Actually, it's a little more. 18 strength was defined of if you could press 180 pounds over your head. And then every 3 pounds above that gets you a percentile.
Yeah, I can't do too much of that kind of stuff anymore because I got a bad ankle, but
Well, yeah.
I try to be careful with it. There's still all kinds of stuff I can do.
Always be careful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it again, Alan. I
The
think
only
I'll.
thing I really miss is like front squats, because back when I was really big into bodybuilding, when I was 16, I got really big then.
Did you?
And it was because I started doing front squats, and for whatever reason, when I started doing front squats, I gained like 20 pounds of muscle with my thumb.
Squats, definitely.
Just because of the signals it sends in your brain,
Right.
I guess,
Squats will make your whole body stronger.
Yeah, like I gained like 20 pounds of muscle in no time.
There you go.
I still do it on that one in there, but I don't feel comfortable enough to do it just like weight.
No, sometimes you're better moving to a machine. If you're not comfortable with the form, then try to find a machine that'll do something similar and keep you comfortable with the form. So thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Got 7. I thought I had 8. Did I lose one? Oh well. But also, I've had some people email me for some advice. I have answered those emails. And I do let them know that I do have a live stream about this time. So this is always a good time to ask questions about exercise, fitness, nutrition, and that. More than happy to answer them to you during the live stream. It's really what they're for, not so much just watching me lift. So if you do have any questions, feel free. The forum is fitness and nutrition, and that's what we talk about. Although we could talk about, Dungeons and Dragons too. We could slip that in there. Not a problem. So 185 for a couple. This is when the workout starts to get serious, kind of like my bench. Once I get in that 335, the workout has been done. So let's hit it. 185, otherwise known as 18/02 strength, first edition AD&D. They say you can't be an 18 strength because you're in your 60s. I'm going to say that's not true. And that's how it's done. All righty. I'll go some more 25s. Time to add weight. That'll have to be 95. I'll go 205. This will make it 205.
Shoulder day?
Yeah.
Oh, I just had that 2 days ago.
When did you do triceps last?
The day before that.
Okay.
I was doing I try to do just an arm day.
Right.
And then shoulders, usually shoulders, traps. I'll do bi and tri. So traps, I did a little bit of shrugs, but I only had a little bit of time, so I was like, I focused more shoulder, real, just not real heavy, just
Yeah, at work, I go
Yeah.
do the shoulders, so we got these grates, they're about 70 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, like, knock out a couple and put them down. You gotta make sure no one.
We do all the time with parts of Circus.
Safety violation there, you know.
Like no overhead lifts, you know.
Well, they actually use a hoist, overhead hoist for those.
Yeah. For
Everybody
70
except
pounds,
for me and my coworker, because he's a big boy too.
you just just 70 pounds. Well, hell, but one day they had a 90-pound bull wheel. They're like, oh, we're gonna grab another guy with.
I'll see if
I sent it on the card. I went, am I supposed to? We got these 100-something pound hangers.
Yeah, they want,
You know?
yeah. I mean, I can see, if I have to move to an angle where I can't get my foot to brace, then I won't do it.
Now, the quad hangers weigh well over 200. You don't want to try to pick those that way. Those things are massive. With like
I keep it smart.
That's like warm-up weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or,
okay.
You're literally like, well, when I
Sprain
do this,
ain't me. Oh, I don't hope you get over that.
yeah, everybody's getting a little bit of the sickness, you know.
You deadlifted and then squatted? No. You're not supposed to do that.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, well, but he's more like me. Yeah, we're not young.
So I broke the 455. I got 460 on the rack. I got 440 on the ground. Yesterday,
There you go.
after my back workout, Calvin was in here and he said he wanted to do some deadlifts.
Right.
And so we did 135 for a couple sets, 225 for a couple sets, 315 for a couple sets. And this was completely after I was destroyed, had no energy. I did 405 for 2. Picked it up for 1, 2. Said, okay, there you go.
There you go.
I said, okay.
Good stuff.
So
I'll probably do deadlifts tomorrow.
there you go.
Yeah, we have to sometimes be careful and keep ourselves from getting hurt. So I'm maintaining my body weight about 245, 246, which is where I want to keep it at, so I can drop down to 242 for my competitions. I will be doing one, not the weekend coming up, but next weekend. It's not a sanctioned meet, it's just a touch and go, but it's a lot of fun. And I enjoy going down there doing it. I'll try to live stream it. Last time I did, the signal was not that strong. I think it was a little grainy, but I will have some videos on that also. So we should be okay. So 205 pounds. Let me see, that's 25 over. So that's about 18. 8 strength. So, that guy called like the Mountain. That was on Game of Thrones. He would be close to, I think he'd be like an 18/85 strength, giving you an idea just how much difference there is between those. When you're playing the game, you don't realize, but someone who is an 1850 strength is huge stronger than somebody at 18. That's 150 pounds. Depending on how you calculate it, but I calculate it for 3 pounds every percentage. So here we go, enough yakking. And let's go. I got 205 on here for the military. Let's give it a ride.
I did that thing on the first try every time. That is the first time that I've struggled.
Well, I felt that. So, may not be a day I go heavier. But we will add some weight, and we'll go to 215. Why? Because we always add weight. And we'll see how 215 feels. Sometimes the second heavy lift goes easier. There we go. Done. So I go 215 and then we'll make a judgment call. If I feel that's heavy enough, then I'll come back down and do more reps at lighter weights. Mike Birch had a scare yesterday. He squatted 505 for 5 and then blacked out. And the last rep, putting the bar back. Yeah. Huh. Well, I hope he's okay. We don't want anybody getting hurt doing this. And the reason they black out is a lot of times because of the belt. So all this blood is went into the legs for a lift, but you have a very tight belt. So it's now trying to fight gravity, and it's trying to fight the belt. You know, a lot of times you just cut the circulation off to the brain, so the brain gets oxygen starved and fall down. So if you ever do see somebody, pass out, it's usually done in deadlifts and squats, probably more often deadlifts. But if you do that, the first thing you do is get that belt loosened up and off them, and then start massaging her neck to get the. Yeah, it is 72 years old. That is incredible. I haven't put the work I should, and I'll be the first one to say it, into squats. But on the other hand, my knees and hips and ankles are 100%. So it's a give and take. I do squats. I just do lighter weights. I don't do the heavy weights that you do, Alan, and keep doing them, But I like the ability that I can go for a 4-mile hike and I've got no soreness. So generally I won't squat more than 225. And I might slowly bump it up during the year, depending on how well I go with it. Yeah. I've got 215 up here. And we'll get ready to knock that out. Yeah, at 190 pounds, I'd be skinny as a rail. I'm too tall to weigh that anymore. I did at one time, though. When I got married, I think I was 185. I mean, 6-pack, everything. But I would have to take certain type of supplements I won't take. Yeah. Yep. That's great. That's great. I hope he keeps doing it. I always like it when there's somebody that's got a decade or two on me and they're still hitting it hard. Keeps me motivated. So 215. We're talking 35. So that's 10. So it's like 18/11, 18/12 strength. There's no additional bonuses for that, I think, until you get into 1851, and then you get some bonuses in D&D. I'm actually down to 307 from 340. Good job. Good job, Alan. So you're 6 foot tall. Yeah, keep going. Just a couple pounds a month, all you need to do. I bet your knees feel better right now because, that's almost a plate that you're not carrying on you anymore. Get down to 285, you'll be bouncing up and down like a spring chicken. Never give up. Yep. I'll be doing my last rep in the coffin. All right. 215, let's do it and see how it feels. So last rep was 205. Went up a little slow. I did a double. Got 215. I'll see how this feels, and we'll make a judgment call from there. think we'll try 2 1/4. There we go. I got 225 on there. Hey, Arc World man, thanks for popping in. Good morning. Just did 215 on the overhead press military for 2. I got 225. We'll do that and see how it feels. Last week I did do one at 230. I don't know if I'll have that in me today, but we'll see how it feels after 2 1/4. Then after that, I'll probably drop down and do reps. I do thank everybody for the thumbs up, and go ahead, my short videos, if you want to share those, go right ahead. If you want to put one of my videos in your presentation, that's fine. I don't mind. It's free advertising. I did put a video from Miss Worm on my community page. She does short stories and then she reads them out. She's a really good orator. So if you want to go to my community page and check out the latest story from Miss Worm, I highly recommend it. So I had on Instagram, which now I got over 1,000 followers. My Instagram's starting to pick up. I've had people, in a gym or, areas I'm not normally at going, hey, wait a minute, I seen you on the lifting club. So the lifting club, which is a much bigger channel, 37 times is bigger than me on Instagram. Put one of my lifts out there and had some positive things to say about it. And so that got me a lot of public attention in a good way. So I do appreciate that. 2 1/4, pace back and forth a few more times, and then I'll give it a run. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I did. I talked to all my kids. And everybody survived the great blizzard of 2022, which turned out to be a very deadly storm out there in Buffalo, New York. So if you're out there towards Buffalo, New York, we hope they soon get yourself cleared up there and get things back to normal. We do pray for those who lost their lives in that. You just, when you're in that weather, you just got to stay home. All right. I gave up some pay staying home because it was cold and blowing snow. Could I went to work? Yeah. But the problem is when it's 30 below zero wind chill and you break down, and if that engine shuts off, your window of opportunity of getting rescued is very low. And I live out in the country, so the possibility of me actually being in a dead space for self-service is also there. So on Friday, I chose to stay home. I gave up some money for it, but I'm still here. And taking one day off a year, I think they'll forgive me for that. It just, could I got to work? Yeah, probably could have. Could I got home? Maybe. That one whiteout condition coming back Thursday night was not friendly. I had to slow down to 15 miles an hour just to kind of have an idea of where the road was. So, when the state troopers are telling you to stay off the road, stay off the road. Stay home. It's not worth it. All right. 225. Everybody just get on with it. That's what it'd be in the Monty Python when they start narrating, all of a sudden, get on with it. So in the Monty Python fashion, I'm getting on with it. There we go, 2 1/4. See if I can knock this out for one fairly clean one. I did do this last week. Actually went up 230. I don't know if I'm going to try 230 again this week or not. 225. Not bad, huh? It's going up as rough as it did last week, though. It's going just as rough as it did last week. That was 225 miles. 230 last week. What'd you have for breakfast? Drinking off at the moment? You have a hard time going back over there? Try, Fairway. It's, not the sugar. 50% more protein than we're going out. Maybe if you like what's now.
I never used to be.
Yeah, Kroger has Walmart has it. And, I use it in these with protein also. We have 6 dozen. I go to about 4 dozen. Oh, no, it's-
That's the problem.
Yeah, you gotta have nutrition, you won't have the energy. So that was 225. I think I'm gonna go to 235 and give it a try. All right, at 235 on there, we'll give it a shot and see if we can get it. Yeah, I messed up here. Yep, much better. Keep losing it. Yep, it's like at 2 pounds a month. Don't be in a hurry. You know, you put it on at 2 a month. You got to take it off at 2 a month. Otherwise, you'll take too much off, and then you'll get tired of dieting that hard, and then you'll go back to your other habits. All I do is get set better habits, but they can't be drastic changes. I'll see people that are going, I'm going to give up all sugar. I'm going to give all this up. I'm going to give all this up. And they do it for about 5 weeks. And then they're back to their normal routine. You can't diet 7 days a week, 5 days a week. You have 2 days where you just do normal stuff. So 235, we'll go with the new personal record for 2022, which is quickly coming to an end. Let me see, I didn't check my studio. Let me check my studio out. Studio. Oh, looks like I got more subscribers. That's good. And I'll have to deal with the comments later. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. If you haven't, please do. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. You know, Alan, I watch your shorts. Always hit the thumbs up. Same thing with Dark Wild Man. If I can't catch the premiere, at least I'll go back in there and give you a thumbs up. That's a good one. So this one I'll probably do as a commercial and send it over to Apex Nutrition. So Apex Nutrition is one of my sponsors. They keep me supplied with a lot of arginine, which arginine is one of the supplements I take to increase blood flow, heart and vein health. I'm a firm believer in it, and I think it's well worth it. So recovery time is not as much on militaries as it is on bench. I'm not using as large a muscle, so I tend to recover a little faster. So I generally get a couple more lifts in. And of course, I'm not throwing up 400 pounds. So 235, let's see if I can get this for a new PR. So 235 pounds, it will be a new PR for 2022. Shout out to my sponsor, Apex Nutrition, where I do get my supply of arginine from, which is a supplement I take highly. Go to apexnutritionllc.com and use the code word MacBean15 for a 15% discount. They will ship to you. All right, let's hit it. 235. We'll call that a lift. Just holding it up there all the time is a heck of an exercise. So now we'll take some weight off. And go back down the tree. Good. So that felt good. We got a couple burnouts. Yeah, we'll call it a day. At least on that part. I'll probably go out there and do some legs. And I'll keep the live stream going. For those who are interested, thanks for everybody for popping in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. And if you do have other questions or concerns, I can always email me at scholarfitness@gmail.com. I did have a veteran email me, and hopefully I can help him get to his goal weight of 200 pounds. So I got up there right now, I think it's 195. So I'll do a couple reps at 195. I'll probably drop down to 145 and then be done from there. So just hit 235. Now I got down to 195 and back up for a couple. Because you always want to come back down the tree when you come up. That's where a lot of that development will come from. Here we go. Nothing better than the sound of metal weights in the morning. So I still kind of got that pinched nerve going, but I was able to work out through it. It's not a muscle tear. It's not a ligament tear. It's just probably slept on it wrong, or just got muscles rubbing against each other in the wrong area. Once you get a good shoulder day, I think we'll put some legs on the machines. All right, so let's burn out on the 145. Boy. You need another one?
You taking this one off?
Yeah, I'm stripping it down. Yeah, I've had all my fun. Always remember to rack your weights. Now we'll move out to the regular area where I can sit down. Oh, there we go. Hey, Ray. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hopping in here. Time for a little break. Yeah, let me check my comments here. Why are the holes cut out? Just the way they designed it. That's funny. Why are the holes cut out in the weights? I get some funny ones. Craig Willis, Raw Power, thank you. Got another one. Could have got 9. Great job, though. Yeah, probably could have.
You too, thank you.
Twisted Pixie. So I'm just catching up on my comments here. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There we go. Just answered some emails there. And also seeing if the missus is going to come out for lunch. Might be away from the phone. I'll see. Trimmed the beard today. She didn't even notice. Hey, sweet pie. How you doing? We still doing lunch? Okay, that's fine. I'll just let me know when you're heading this way. I'll just keep working out. All right, love you. Bye. Now we got that settled. Nice work. Thank you, Norflex. A little break here, and then I want to keep it up. You're crazy strong. From Money Motivation. Thank you. Remember to subscribe and share. Especially people that have bigger channels than me. I think I need to make a got up to that dad string. Yep. There's Christopher. Yay. And I think I'm caught up. I think I have caught up. There we go. Not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. Log in.
Which clip do you want?
And
Right there.
transfer funds. External accounts. Between PNC accounts or make payments to PNC. There we go. Select an account. From there.
It's stuck on it.
Step 2, auto loan.
It's been slow but steady. Well, I finished that.
412.
Have fun.
All right, just paid my car loan. So need to close that out. And I'm back. Alan's great job. Thank you. So I'll have to rewatch the video and see how that 235 really went up. But I'm going to call it a lift. There's that last inch is a little hard to lock out, but I'm going to call it is equivalent to pressing pressing it. Now I'm going to do some legs. Out there in the world of legs, I'm going to leave the computer here so I'm not in the music. And then as I finish the reps, I'll be back. So any questions, put them in there. Remember, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise form. It did get warmer, so I did take about 3 inches of beard off. It was like that much coming off. I didn't realize just how much beard I had. But I think this is a little bit more presentable. And it was fun, and I'll grow it again next year for Christmas. So, but now as it's getting warmer, we do have a solid week of being warm, so I'll let it go. And then if I see cold weather coming, I'll make sure I just keep letting it go. So I'm going to do some legs here real quick, and I'll be right back. So I'll kick you out there and let you see the gym.
Sissy?
I don't know if I'll come tonight, 'cause I don't feel good.
Oh my God, no, because I don't,
Yeah,
don't.
I don't want
you're
to
not-
say.
No, you're not either. Yeah, we'll figure out another day. You're not.
I'll figure out another day.
Yeah, you stay away too.
All righty, I'm back. Dun, ta-da. Here we go. You ever get any numb hands from benching all that weight? Huh, good question. Not from the bench, but because my sleep, if I lay on my arm or whatever, the weight will cut the circulation off. But a reason may because I take stuff out of circulation. So if you want to help your circulation, then arginine is really great for heart and circulatory health. I've been taking this for probably 20 years now, and I think it has a lot to do with my current health. I know when I go and I get physicals, they are very surprised that I don't have any blood sugar problems. I don't have any blood pressure problems. I don't really have any circulatory problems. So they're really, I think this is one of the reasons. L-arginine. I think the only side effect is it will dry your stool up a little bit, so I counteract it with a nice big shake. So, but that might help. Otherwise, I just, if I do get numb, I just kind of do this for a few minutes, and then it straightens right back up. So not a problem. So, well, good question. Good question. Apatosaurus. I used to study pathology when I was a youngin'. I think probably from 2nd to 5th grade, I read every book on dinosaurs the library had. Remember, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, share my videos on your channels. It will definitely help me get my word out there. The channel is Fitness and Nutrition. That's what we talk about. I do have another channel. It's called MacBean Farms and Prepping, where if you want to talk about things, a little bit more things, we can do that. I'll just move them out of your way. Still, get out of the way.
Sounds like plan.
So, also, if you have other questions that are more personal in nature, just send them to my email at scottishfitness@gmail.com, and I do answer my emails. Matter of fact, let me pop in there and make sure I don't have anything pending. There we go. That'll looks like I got the same amount of. Sometimes you got to refresh the feed. So I had answered one of the gentlemen that emailed me yesterday. He discovered my channel by watching KC Little Owl, which I really appreciate. And Patera. I haven't watched Patera. I might have to go check that out. So I owe a big thank you to KC Little Owl for getting him to come out and reach out to me. Christopher, how we doing? Christopher, the deadlift king. So let me go and knock on another set on the legs, and I'll be right back. So, yeah, 405 by 3 by 10 deadlifts, like your bench the other day. Awesome. What are new techniques for conventional? Because conventional and sumo are two different lifts, and they use different muscles. Although when I compete, I do conventional. I will do my lower sets with sumo just to exercise the hip flexors. Because they really bring in hip flexors when you do sumo. I can lift more conventional because that's what I've done. Generally sumo about 315, and then I have to go to conventional. So like I said, I don't get into this, what lifts better and stuff like that. Just get in the gym and lift. And what are the forms you're using to see a proper form. That's all I got to say. There's too much finger pointing back and forth, and it's unnecessary. It does. Those hip flexors, those inner muscles, that's where I really feel it. It's like yowza. So for some of you coming in later, and if you ever do get to be, creators, or if you are creators, I was getting a lot of emails about people wanting to give me a 30-second commercial to advertise on my channel, and they were offering a good amount of money. One was offering up to $2,000, or I could negotiate. But I talked to my coworker, young man, 23 years old, and I knew probably be a little bit insight on that. So he goes, well, let's check the emails. And the one thing, no matter what the company name was, they all were coming from Czechoslovakia. So that was a red flag. And then the one wanted me to, so they'd pay anyway, PayPal, but they wanted me to download this program on your Windows computer, and they specified Windows computer. And that was the final red flag. That told me, this is not a good thing. This is inviting a virus to come into your computer and then stealing some of your personal information. Next thing you know, you've bought shoes. You bought $450 shoes in Italy, getting them shipped to Germany. So, advice out there is check the email from the offers, and if they all have the same ending on the email, and it's not, a Gmail, but it's not an email that you recognize, and if you can't call a company direct, don't do it. I'm telling you that it's fraud, and they're just trying to get in a computer. Evidently Apple computers are harder to get into. So they said my Windows computer. I'm like, yeah, that's not good. So I was about ready to do it, but I'm glad I hesitated and talked to my coworker, and he's the one that pointed out the emails, and then we did some Googling, and what we picked up on the information out there, it was most likely a scam. So you always, if it's too good to be true, it is. So anybody who wants t-shirts, you can just email me at scottishfitness@gmail.com. Let me know what size that you want. I will have to order some more. Right now, the only size I have available are large. So I have about 5 large shirts left. So I will be placing another order here probably fairly soon. And I think I'm going to have them on black just to change up the color. And so usually what I do is I order a few in each sizes. Usually on the XL and 2XL and 3XL, I order a little bit heavier. So this shirt is from Apex Nutrition. Go to apexnutritionllc.com and use the code word MacBean15 for a 15% discount, and they will ship to you. I do like their supplements, or their high grade. I take the pre-workout I take out is called Takeoff. It's from 747 Supplements, which sells out of Nutrition Direct. And I like it because it's not over caffeinated, and it has a lot of B vitamins and creatine and arginine, which I take anyway. So I do like that. All right, so time to go knock out one more set. You might be able to catch me on the edge, I'm not sure. Here's the gym.
But I saw, I don't know.
Maybe his brother. Yeah. You saw him at the house. Oh, yeah.
Oh. I recognize
Did they?
you guys before.
The whole lot. What hospital are you?
Oh.
Are you RN?
All right, so I got me another set of legs in. T-shirts I sell for $30 are 90% cotton, but that will include shipping unless it's overseas. And overseas, I'll just get you a quote. But I have been able to ship to overseas for like $10. I just have to really compress it to make the package smaller.
I mean, I look at the longest.
All right, check, see if I got any more bills I got to pay.
I'll tell him. Yeah, I will. All right. Good to see you.
Oh, I do. Absolutely. Mr. Black's like, don't you just love that clanging sound of weights? I love the sound of metal in the morning. Hey, how we doing?
What are you doing, guy?
Hey, pretty good. Okay, as long as you just love the sound of those metal weights, that's I sure do. If you go, well, you prefer metal or plastic? Yeah, I don't care. Weight is weight. But I do like the metal weights. I like the clanging noise that they make. It's the sound of growth. But, yeah, so beware of the scams. And before you say yes to anything, before you click anything, Google it. Do some research. Ask some people that might know a little bit more. But I'm glad I talked to a coworker. Otherwise, I could have been in all sorts of trouble. All of a sudden, find my bank account emptied, So a lot of times they're baiting you with that instant gratification, and then it'll be a lot of pain afterwards. So you don't want to go through that pain. You know, want to make sure that we avoid the pain. So, I'm just waiting for Mama to start heading this way. Let me here for. Let me see, Mercer Bob. Normally, I would stay away from that way at your age, but this guy is one of those corn-fed big boys. Boy, if I had $1 every time I was called corn-fed, I'd have some money. And I don't mind being called that. It's funny. First time I was at the Will County Fair, where you use the hammer and ring the bell, and these two young men, they couldn't get it wrong, and then all of a sudden I get up there and they said, "Watch this." And when I had the cowboy hat, cowboy boots, they said, "Watch this corn-fed honky ring that bell." And I did all 3 times, but they said that, I started laughing. I said, "Come on, guys, let me concentrate here. You're cracking me up." He says he was probably benching 300 in 8th grade with very little workout experience. Nope, I wasn't. There's Jim Strong, and then there's just Cockstrong people. So, no, I wasn't benching 300 in 8th grade. I was benching 135. But in high school, I was benching probably 2 1/4. By college, I was benching 285. And then I took a break. And when I came back, that's when I started going for the heavyweights. I was 40. First time I hit 315. I was about 44, 45 the first time I hit 405. So, yeah, follow my workouts. On YouTube. That means got his fitness. Benched 135 in 8th grade. So we'll see on that. So I do have a Instagram, which I post some videos on that also. And for the most part, just like YouTube, the majority of the comments are positive. My Instagram is MacBean John. Follow me on Instagram. It'll be more of the same, except we don't do live streams. But I did get, and there's some other people I follow on Instagram too, like Desmond Jordan, 94. He is a big, strong young man down there in, I think it's North Carolina. And I've been following him. He's somebody worth to check out also. And then, of course, Showard Fitness and things like that. So let me go knock out another set. I think I'll move the computer so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe. Alrighty. Woo. There we go. I just have to keep on working until Mama starts heading this way. That'll keep me going. Off to the grocery store and the hardware store. There you go. It's time for me to buy some more protein bars. I like those Mex-Rex ones. Either Cookie Crunch or Crispy Apple Pie. They're like my they're like my treats. You know. So if you're in Streeter, the Edge Fitness here, it's a good place to work out. It's got everything you need. And I enjoy the atmosphere. You know, there's always usually one of the younger kids always willing to spot for me. Sometimes even older women. Whoever I can get there to watch me do the heavier weights. Of course, you know, when I have a spotter that's maybe not as strong as the other ones, we'll cut the rough short, at least one. But with the younger kids, especially the ones that have spotted me for a while, they know pretty much not to touch the bar and they'll cycle for it. So it's always a good time there. I still have half a battery, so the battery life's working pretty good today. Of course, I do have the ability to plug in if I have to. And got some of the big boys leaving now. Being the holiday, we are seeing more activity. And then, of course, we're probably going to see a lot more activity come next week. And that's okay. We'll probably gain about 20 people. That 20, maybe 2 will stick for the year. So you don't have to wait for New Year's. Don't have to wait the New Year's to get in there and get in the gym and lift. You can always do it sooner. So, no mommy yet. She's going to keep me working out. I'll be working out until noon. No time to eat. You know, yesterday I took a nap. I napped far longer than I thought I was going to, which tells me my body needed it. My wife woke me up and I had like 20 minutes to get to work. It was rush. I usually don't have to do that, but I had to do it this time. So let me go and knock out another leg exercise, and I'll be right back. I had from the beer. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, why is that?
Oh, I just really chew toy.
Yeah, no, that's honestly my problem. I'm having right now.
I didn't have a car yet. So I had to be out here.
Really? Well, I know a guy actually in town named James. Really good bar.
Okay, that's what I need.
You know, I definitely send him your way.
All right, absolutely. Yeah, I usually do it for Christmas.
Yeah.
So then I took that down here.
I love my
And
beard.
I wasn't. Well, I mean, I finally had someone at home.
Yeah.
I gave that.
Oh, God. You know, I have nightmares about cutting my beard sometimes.
I know I could grow it back quick.
Oh, it takes me some time.
Right.
Like where you're at right now, this took about maybe 3 months just to get that.
And you have this bushy that I had it.
Oh, yeah, I did.
That was, from the beginning of my life.
See, I wish I knew that quick.
But usually I have to.
I
I
said,
said, this side curls, this side curls.
oh, okay.
So then I do that beard wall,
I'm about to say, I get to 3 months, and then about my third month, I grow really quickly, then about 3 months after that, it slows down.
Yeah, and I think it was what enough.
I love it though. I absolutely love it.
I'll grow back next year.
Oh, you know, I definitely sent Danny your way.
Yeah,
He'll love that.
I appreciate it. That's what I need, because I didn't know how to trim.
Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know how to
It
say
was going out this way, you know.
Right. Must have going up this way.
I'm gonna look at that mountain. All righty. Oh, AAA. Hi, Mickey. Good morning. Or 4A. Hi, 4A. How are we doing? Welcome to the chat. I'm just finishing up with legs. And basically, I'm doing it until the wife has us away for lunch. So I might be doing legs a little bit longer than I was anticipating. But thanks for joining in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate it. If you do have a channel of your own, appreciate a share. But if you have any questions about fitness or nutrition, pop them right in there. I do answer all the questions I can, and if I can, I research them, and I will come with an answer afterwards. My email is scottishfitness@gmail.com. If you have questions that you don't want to put in the regular chat, I have no problem with that. So thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. And good day. I enjoyed I'm trying to watch some of the videos I'll be posting. Actually, I probably start posting this right now. So let me post this while I have a good signal, and I'll post this one up. All right. Military press Wednesday.
You have a good day. Y'all have
You
a good
too. Yep. All righty. And I can start publishing that. Got that rolling. And since I went that far, hopefully my 5G is good enough. It's going to have to be. I wonder if the it's going fast enough. There you go.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Sissy. Your mom has it though. Yeah. She got from Addie to chocolate. I didn't know. I thought. What's
Interesting.
My mom seems to say her stomach hurts, so she thinks Daddy just has.
Unless I'm a kid, right? But what's all this with kids all sick?
Yeah, but they had RSV.
Oh, they did? I didn't think that.
But Caleb had
They were grown up.
Yeah, they were thrown up when she was supposed to come to my house to get her hair done.
Yeah, but they also tested positive for RSV.
Oh. When she
Thrown
got
up,
her
that's
hair
not
done,
good.
and that was that day, she said they were.
All right, Jeff Orr. Love the bars and windows. Reminds me of the old man cave. So we just call it the cave because, I'll be honest with you, sometimes there are more women lifting in there than there are guys. So we just call it the cave, and that's where I do the bench. So that is where we do some of the heavier lifting. So the bench, militaries, and squat. And then the rest of it out here has got a lot of machines and cardio. And I usually avoid being there because I play music, and then I get a copyright infringement and all that other fun stuff. So anyway, so let me pop in for one more set of legs. I will be right back. Kicking out over there so you can see.
I'm trying to see. Okay, so I might just oh, okay. Well, let me tell you something. No, but I'll need to come up with one. I'll be here once a week. I don't use it every day, but I don't like it every day. But I mean, I like it. The one that you do like a lot is now out there.
Yeah, I was right there. Yeah, plan. Oh, all right. So then they switched it to an alternate fee,
Yeah, but if that place.
and now they'll switch
Oh,
back.
looks like some red ones. I can buy that. Yeah, they don't say that. I got some yesterday on my. Okay, you tell me if the older places is on sale, and then I'll check your conditioner. And the mask, just something I can. There's two different masks, but the one that's more expensive, so that's the best one, but I would say.
Now, the generator map also doesn't
I'll
do
give you the other
the
mask.
pumps for
The
the
other mask that I have,
sidewalk
like, it
police,
was like 38
fans
bucks,
for the
like,
sidewalk.
you know that? And you wash, like, you can spray on it, and once you do like the conditioner.
Power outage?
You don't, once you wash your hair, like, say you wash your hair, like, 4 days, there, let's say, your hair is still super soft. But it's more expensive.
That's why,
So I would just tell you, like, another one I can get, like, one's a 4-in-1 and the other mask that I have, and then there's another one, right? Because my ends get dry in the heat. Well, even if I don't do
all by
it,
cable.
the more, you just need more moisture. Yeah. I'll look and I'll send you something.
And all they are is cable, so when you reverse the gas,
See,
it's
look at
just
your eyes.
like walking.
My eyes are your eyes actually.
All righty, I'm back. See what I missed. Ethan, hey, where's this today? So I did military. Great guy, used to lift in the mornings with him at Golds and Bloomington. Oh yeah, hey Jeff, cool. Yeah, we did have the man cave there in Bloomington. If we were in the main one, I know I would. Cool. Shoot me an email, man. Let me know what you're up to. Are you lifting at any of the gyms in Bloomington now? I know I've been down to that B Strong one a few times for some competitions. And I think Ryan, he was a tall young man. He was working at the one that was up the road, Fairview or something like that. So Jeff, where are you working out now? If you want, you can shoot me an email at myscottishfitness@gmail.com. Might get a hold of you next time I head down to Bloomington. We could maybe do a workout together. As far as I know, the Golds are all closed now. Did somebody buy it out? Yeah, there's some big boys here. There's one. He's a little broader than I am. But it was a good mix today. Actually, we had some good guys in here today. Got a lot done. So yeah, Ethan, today I did militaries, and I went up to 235. And I'm posting that video now. You guys can let me know if you thought that was a lift or not. It was kind of close. I counted it as one. Looks like it's processing now. So it's processing HD, but you should be able to view it. And then when I get to work, I will upload the shorts. Yep, with Scott Smith. Oh yeah, I wonder how he's doing. He's a big boy. In Champaign now. Jim called the refinery. I'm not sure if somebody bought them or not. Last I know, they were closed. Yeah, that was last I knew too. We stopped at Little Beaver Brewing Company for a taste test, and they were still shut. But I think that was last year. So I haven't really been out that way. But you're out there at the refinery in Champaign, so if I'm ever out that way, you never know. My son went to school there, so I used to be out there a little bit, but I would work out at the college and freak the college kids out. Well, Jeff, thanks for helping. Hopefully you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And if you hit that bell notification, you click it to all notifications, and then you'll get my notification when I'm posting videos. I try to do a live at 10 a.m. Central Time, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes I will do a cooking live stream from the house, depending on how well AT&T is treating my signal. The last couple times, it seems like it was doing pretty well, but I'm probably just about used up all my premium data, I'm sure. So I may have to wait till yuck next year to do it from the house. Tomorrow, if I do come to the gym, it'll be deadlifts. Then Friday will be my second bench day. I did get up to 415 on Monday. Yeah, Monday. And that was good. So 420 would be cool. It would be a good one to end up with. We'll see how it goes. It's always on the lower sets that will tell me how the bigger sets are going to go. But I was able to get an extra rep at 335. I was able to still keep the 4 reps at 370. I did have a mishap at 385. So I racked it because it came off wrong for whatever reason. But then 405 went up really fast. And 415 went up smoothly. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? Welcome. Good afternoon. Well, good morning here still. PR on the bench yesterday, 85 kilograms. Been lifting for 4 years. It's good. No, Jacob. We all have our own graph. You're young. I mean, I was a late bloomer. I didn't really start getting stronger until I had strength, but I didn't start getting really strong, incredibly strong until my 30s and 40s. So don't think that you're behind the 8-ball net, slow and steady. Whatever your pace is, that's what you're doing. As long as you're getting PRs every now and then, you're heading in the right direction. So don't feel that you should be at a further point. You're at the point you should be at. As long as, like I said. So, don't worry about that. You're at 85, so your next goal is 87.5. All right? Don't worry about what you should be pressing. Don't worry about what anybody else is pressing. Concentrate on what you're doing. Concentrate on your form and healthily doing it. Oh, absolutely. A man is actually physically stronger in his late 30s and early 40s. And that's why it's called old man strength. Now, can you get extremely strong in your younger ages? Yeah, but you still might have to wait till you get in your 20s. And people mature at different rates. I mean, I went to school with people who were fully matured at 14. But they didn't get any bigger at 18. I did. I wasn't fully mature probably until I was around 23. That's when I had stopped growing. And then I just started getting stronger. So don't worry about where you think you should be. Don't worry about where other people are at. Enjoy the ride. It's slow and steady. You've got decades to do this. Yep, 21 height-wise. My brothers grew up big. I grew up big bunch after high school. I was like 6'1" in high school. I was 6'4" about 20 weeks later. So I had a big jump. My youngest daughter she grew about 6 inches after high school. A lot of her friends that were taller than her, now when they seen her, she was taller. So people mature at different times. Sometimes people hit that growth spurt later on in life. Some people hit it earlier in life. So you don't worry about it. Go in there and make some noise. So, yep, you do the best you can with what you got to do. So let me go ahead and hit another set here and be right back.
Oh, my numbers.
I'm not gonna have phone I don't know. Well, that's what I'm trying to see if I could. Maybe I could just ask. I don't know. If you type the number,
Alrighty. Let's see if Mom's answered me yet. Oh. Lunch might be on the way. Let's check it out. All right, so that was 11:41. Okay. Meet you on Main. Main. There we go. So, meat is back on the table, boys. So, everybody, thanks for joining in. Go meet the missus for some lunch, get my nutrition, and then probably stop at the store and get some things to take to work.
You have to be here at 11, right?
It will, yeah. So, vitamin C, E, and zinc. So make sure that you're hitting that as heavy as you can. All right, Jacob, I hope you do recover, but that's all right. Muscle memory, you'll come right back to it right away, so don't worry about that. You'll be good to go. All righty. So always remember, you might take a hit initially, but eventually you'll regain that back more quickly. So with that, I will sign off here. Everybody, thank you for joining in. Appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up. Subscribe, share all that YouTube stuff. If you have any questions, shoot them over by email. Remember, rest, nutrition, vitamins, and minerals, and proper exercise. Wow, I drained military, and I just downloaded that one, Jacob. So it is Military Press Wednesdays. So that one, it looks like it's fully uploaded. And then I will do, and then I did legs while I was waiting for the missus to be heading this way. So yeah, it was militaries. I went up to 235. And you guys can let me know if that was a good lift or not. All right, push it as hard as I could. All right, so everybody have a wonderful day. And live stream again probably will be Friday, unless I get motivated. Then I might do one Thursday. Thursday would be a good day for deadlifts. I might do that at the other gym.